1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How do you reset the timer? Because I started and it's got 3 seconds. I think I reset it. Right. No, that's still there. No. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 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 Only slightly.
Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome along to Whitley Park here in Newcastle. We're at the home of the Northumberland Football Association and next to the Magpies training ground for live action as Newcastle United under-23s host Wolves under-23s in Premier League 2 Division 2. A bright but blustery day here in the northeast. A meeting of two sides that have identical records from their 8 games played so far and sit alongside one another in the league table as a result. James Collins' Wolves team have found positive results hard to come by in recent weeks, having now lost 4 of their last 5 with a single win against Fulham sandwiched in between, and we'll be hoping they can get back on track here in the northeast. The Toon have lost 3 of their last 4 with a come from behind 4-3 win against Leeds the game before last, and their head coach Chris Hogg will be hopeful that his side can rediscover some of their form at the end of the year, having started it so well with 5 straight wins before the season was curtailed back in March. Both looking to react after defeats last time out. Wolves have had 10 days to stew on that heavy home defeat by 4-1 against Middlesbrough down at Agborough, while Newcastle were beaten 2-0 here by Norwich this time a week ago. Wolves presumably swapping Newcastle around here ahead of kickoff. In terms of the team news for Wolves, 4 changes from last time out. Out go Oliver Tipton and Syriac Mayunga, who aren't involved. Owen Hesketh and Conor Carty drop to the bench. In come Christian Marquez, Lewis Richards, Owen Otasawi and Meriton Shabani. The referee is just about ready here, Gareth Rhodes. Wolves will get us started. Not a day to be a substitute, that's for sure. It is cold here, but Wolves get us started. And they are kicking from left to right in this first half. Overall, Wolves' lineup, they have Sondergaard in goal. The back 3 of Longvik, Marquez and Richards. Burr right wing back. Then in the middle, Otasawi, Kundal and Perry. Hugo Bueno on the left-hand side. And Theo Corbanu up front with Meriton Shabani. Longvik here for Wolves. Corbanu after this one, but the wind affecting play already here. Handball, free kick to Newcastle. Sending over it here for the home side is Joe Wright. The referee not happy. In terms of the Newcastle side, plenty of familiar faces in their team from their point of view. Interesting addition as well is Rodrigo Vilca, the young Peruvian signed from Deportivo Municipal in the summer. He's playing just off the front. Yannick Touré, the Swiss striker for them. Wolves have it at the back here with Christian Marquez, the Portuguese youth international. High from Richards. Corbanu getting after this one. Applying the pressure is Hugo Bueno. We're just northeast of the city centre here in Newcastle, next to the club's training ground. That's push forward. Sondergaard should get there. Owen Otasawi, who's been involved with the first team in recent weeks, getting some minutes here for the under-23s. Longello. Very, very windy here. You do see some of the balls flying all over the place. Sorry, that's the reason why. Very open setting here as well. Three minutes gone. Richards getting that one to relative safety, but danger not over yet. Back-to-back defeats for Wolves against north-east opposition in Sunderland and Middlesbrough. Newcastle completing the trio of fixtures here today. Well done by Oscar Burr. Corbanu. He does love to drift into wide positions, but that ball just had too much on it for him. Picked up here by Shabani. The run being made ahead of him by Perry, who is the joint top scorer in the league at the moment. Corbanu. After Sawi picking up the loose ball. Burr. Still Burr. Corbanu. Theo Corbanu digging that one out. Too high for Shabani in the middle. Look how far the ball has travelled. In the end, it's a Newcastle throw. Also back again though, they've started well here. Kundal trying to carry it forward. Shabani sticking a foot in. Both sides have won 3 of their 8 games played so far this season. Wolves yet to win on the road. The 3 wins coming against Burnley, Stoke and Fulham, put 3 goals past each of them. Newcastle get the decision here from the official. Longvik stepping in. Good decisive action, but no one else there in the old gold. Through to the Newcastle goalkeeper, Max Thompson, making his first start in the league today. Measured ball forward from Tom Midgley. Midgley will take this throw. Vilka showing for it. Midgley didn't quite keep that one in play, and the assistant on this near side spotted that. Burr's throw. Wolves managed to work themselves out of a tight situation there. Here's Richards. Bueno just losing possession. It might take a while for both sets of players to find their feet in this game, given the conditions that they're faced with. It's high and wide here for Flaherty, who is in. And Newcastle United have the game's first corner. Wolves pulling everyone back to defend this. 7 gone here at Whitley Park. Vilka receives it short. Back here and struck in, and that was moving there as it was hit by Wright. Newcastle begging for a corner, but the official disagreeing. Andreas Sundergaard will have this goal kick for Wolves. Early start here in Newcastle. The squad travelled up and stayed overnight. Would have been quite the early start for them otherwise. Here come Newcastle though, trying to work his way through his Vilka. Longello. Vilka trying to turn out there. Too tight though for Newcastle to work their way through, and Shabani will bring it away here for James Collins' side. Hugo Bueno will take this throw. Sondergaard. Danish youth international up towards Otasawi, playing quite far forward here. Manu is very adaptable for Wolves. Can play at the back, can sit in midfield, and as we're seeing here, quite far advanced. Going after the ball here, Otasawi. Midgley. Loose touch in midfield, and Wolves do well to win it back there in the middle with Luke Kundal. Otasawi. Kobanu. Great run. It's beaten two. And a third as well. Kobanu wants a penalty. A shout for a penalty. The ref doesn't even react. There's certainly a challenge on him. Presumably, Gareth Rhodes, the referee, thought he went down too easily. Done ever so well, though, in the run there, Kobanu. Otasawi. Shabani with a bit of a hack there, but Newcastle able to bring it away. Now Brookwell, the holding midfielder in this side. That ball there, caught in the wind, and now a chance for Wolves as it slipped forward. Can they take advantage here? They'll try. It was a good strike there by Taylor Perry, bringing the save out of the goalkeeper Thompson. And Wolves have a corner of their own. Rain was forecast here this lunchtime, but it's the sun that's shining down on us at the moment. Wolves looking to take the lead here from this set piece. Everyone bunched together on the edge of the penalty area. Longvik, Marquez in there as well as Richards. But short they go. Oh, it didn't quite work out there for Richards. You could see what they were trying to do. Bueno has lost it. But Wolves do really well to stop the counter. Just too much on it there for Taylor Perry. Newcastle throw here taken by Ryan Barrett. It's looking okay here in the opening 10 minutes or so. Tasawi, popping up everywhere so far. Christian Marquez. Longvik will receive. Leaves it here for Kobanu. Loves these runs from wide areas. Longvik. Dutchman back forward to Kobanu, who will drive again. Back as far as Kundal. Bueno. Deflection on that effort. Away it goes from Wright, who was back there. Marquez stepping in. Toure. Down it goes off Longello. Oscar Burt protesting his innocence here, but the referee deciding Newcastle should have a free kick. Goalless so far here on Tyneside. Free kick here, which will be taken by Stan Flaherty. Flaherty puts it in quite flat, didn't really get the height desired. Notasawi will lead the counter. Support needed for the USA international, and he wins a free kick here. Marquez. Lovely diagonal there to bring in Bueno. Shabani. Just losing out there, the former Bayern Munich man. Toure. Newcastle couldn't get bodies forward here, 3 of them in total. Vilca trying to create, playing off the front. Sir Rodrigo Vilca, but easily bullied off the ball there. Sundergaard's kick not going very far. Otasawi exchanging passes there with Taylor Perry. Perry has Bueno past him. Bueno towards Shabani, well played away back there. Longvik. Burt. Corbanu. Condell into Otasawi, but he knew the flag was going to come. Trying to play it goes. The goalkeepers are probably going to have to adapt what they're doing here, because the ball is not going to travel where intended. Here's Lewis Richards. Longvik. Marquez. Now Wolves can get bodies forward again. Got 2 over on this right-hand side. They get a throw in here, not a free kick, as Hugo Bueno goes down. In terms of the Wolves bench today, by the way, Pascal Estrada, Luke Matheson on there, as well as Hong Wan, Owen Hesketh and Connor Carty. Otasawi. Just about fine Burt, as again the ball holds up. Corbanu. Wolves do have a front 2 in terms of Shabani and Corbanu. They're very far apart from one another. 2 very different games they play. Otasawi. Losing out to Vilca, who was pulled back. Back here with Thompson. Wolves trying to keep Newcastle in there. Corbanu applying the pressure. Now Shabani goes. Otasawi doing well for his side there, finding Richards. Marquez back for Sundergaard. Longvik. Free kick here to Newcastle United, which has already been taken. Longelo wanting to cross early, Longvik close to him. Vilca. Midgley claims of offside, and the assistant over on the far side raising his flag. So free kick here to Wolves. Sundergaard will find Otasawi looking for the flick. It was a heavy challenge on him though, and the Wolves man wins a free kick here. Wolves go short. Shabani twisting, always turning, trying to find a way forward. And he may have set Wolves through here, but the flag's up for offside. Wouldn't have counted had the shot come in anyway. And it's Vilka on the counter. One of the older players in this side in his early 20s. Does already have first team experience with his former team in Peru. Not quite ready for the first team for Steve Bruce here yet though. Wolves free kick. Wolves have had plenty of promising forays forward so far. Theo Corbanu thought he should have had a penalty after beating 3 down the right. He going down inside the box, but the referee saying no. Richards over this dead ball. And Burr away down the right here, Oscar Burr. Receiving it well. Burr with the ball over, it's got to be, it is! It's the opening goal. And it's Taylor Perry again. The league's top scorer nets here on Tyneside, and Wolves have a lead here with just over 20 minutes gone. All started from that excellent free kick, which was switched from left to right. And after Burr receives it, his great ball across the area just had to be tapped home. And Perry was on hand to do just that. 2 in 3 for him, having scored in the away game at Sunderland as well. It's Newcastle 0, Wolves 1. And in these tricky conditions, James Collins will be delighted with the start his side have made here. Keep going is the call from Christian Marquez as Newcastle get us restarted. Wolves will be wary though. Newcastle have come from behind to win maximum points in 2 of their last 3 home games. Indeed, they were 3-0 down here to Leeds United at the start of the month before coming back to win that one 4-3. And one late on as well here in the game against Fulham. But Wolves with the early goal. Burr. Otasawi. Wolves going for another. Flag off offside this time. And once again, it was Perry inside the penalty area. Shivani. Shot lacked power. Back as far as Kundal. Otasawi. Corbanu has Burr on the outside. Otasawi. The line ball is on here to Corbanu. Lovely interplay here between the Wolves players. Shabani trying to get that one over. Burr's still there. Newcastle can't get near Wolves right now. Otasawi. Burr. Otasawi, loose touch this time from the American. Vilke trying to get Newcastle forward, but they won't get very far. It's a Wolves ball here. He's the goal scorer, Perry. Richards. See Marquez, who was with the Portugal under-20 squad back in October. Didn't feature for the side last week, but back in the 11 today. Perry. High looking for Corbanu. He's been out on the right-hand side for much of this first half, but receives it on the left. That was a heavy challenge on him, free kick. Over halfway through this first half now, Wolves leading. Looking for another, and they'll try from a corner. Sliced behind there by the defender. Tried to work something off the training ground with the last one, Wolves, but didn't quite work out for them. Maybe something a bit more simple this time. Wind blowing from right to left as we look at this pitch from here. It's back short to Bueno, who will strike it through. Didn't quite get the power. Still Bueno going for it, and in the end Longvik gives away the free kick and will be spoken to here by the referee as well and pick up a yellow card, which seems a tad harsh. So first yellow card of the game there for Nigel Longvik. Fonsillet. That's a massive ball, and in the end almost counts the shot on target there for Newcastle. Sondergaard had to be careful. Here is Longvik. Corbanu looking to receive. Longello. Burr back there against him. Rice, the number 8, trying to drive through. Trying to get it clear. There is Richards challenging the box. The referee having a look at it. Goal kick Wolves. James Collins, the Wolves boss, not happy with his side's defending there. Still have a goal kick at the end of it though, and if you are just joining us, lead here thanks to close range effort from Taylor Perry. And just dropping slightly as Otasawi looks for the flick on. Longvik. On it goes to Toure. Challenged by Longvik. Midgley. Vilke going down. You could hear his scream. It's a free kick to Newcastle here in a dangerous area. Newcastle with the man down here in Rodrigo Vilke, the Peruvian, so the physio coming on. He looks like he's in some kind of pain here, so slight break in play. Some of the Newcastle players coming over to this near side to get some instructions and drinks on board. Wolves looking to protect this lead they have. Vilka, I'm sure, will be okay. But a shooting opportunity here for Newcastle United. Wolves already making a better start than they did last time they came here. They fell behind in the first minute, and then Cameron John scored an own goal in minute 7. They were 2-0 down at that point, and that's the way it stayed back in March 2019. But Wolves won the 3 games prior to that. Vilka slowly ambling off here. Stan Flaherty standing over this free kick. 3-man wall for Wolves. Flaherty didn't put a great ball in before when he had a set piece in a wide area, slightly more inside this time. And Flaherty going for goal, but a comfortable catch for Sondergaard. Tricky for Sondergaard with these long kicks. You never quite know where the ball's going to end up. Midgley. Longello. Sawi trying to take it down. Longello getting his body between man and ball. Back out it comes into the path here of Joe Wright. Shabani trying to pinch it back, but Newcastle with a spell of possession here on their home ground. Toure trying to flick it on, but Wolves have bodies there. Longvik over to Richards, who can scoop that one clear. Otasawi. Caught. Free kick Wolves, which has been sent high and long here, looking for the run of Hugo Bueno. Nice turn there by Marquez, showing his class at the heart of the Wolves back line. Marquez trying to place a pass there though, and it's gone astray as he looks for Kundal. Midgley. Longello. Burr facing him. Longello getting it off the shin of Burr, who can't keep that one in play. It's a Newcastle corner. 13 to go until half time here. James Collins wanting his side to play forward a little more often here. Doesn't want them messing around with it at the back with the weather conditions they're facing out here. Got to defend this corner. And it comes high. Header towards goal, but off target from Newcastle. Some of the Wolves subs who are just sat in front of us here in the stand at the Northumberland FA, just going for a run and a jog to keep warm in these chilly conditions. Otasawi does really well. Corbanu leaves it for Burr. Oscar Burr on for Corbanu. Rifled into the grass bank here. Burr's throw into Corbanu, tries to roll off his man. Behind it goes, and Wolverhampton Wanderers have a corner here. Just need to retrieve the ball first. A number of surrounding pitches and cricket pitch over on the far side as well. It's Luke Cundall who's going to take this one. He's been on the bench for the first team once already this season. Looking to try and make an impression here with the 23s. He will take this corner out swinger from the right. Cundall in, but didn't go very far. Longvike trying to get back on it. He goes down. And the wind keeping the ball in play. And Burr will turn this home. The right thing to do. Sondergaard's kick asking a lot there, and it has just drifted out of play. High one in. Sondergaard should come and collect. Longvike there anyway. Bueno. Corbanu. Bueno high. Not a bad ball in. The goalkeeper was backpedaling, but credit to Max Thompson in the end, who dealt with it well. Behind him was the Wolves goal scorer, Taylor Perry. He's got 6 for the season now. One of those a penalty, his previous one in fact, in the 2 undefeated Sunderland. Really couldn't miss when Oscar Burr fired the ball across the penalty area in this one. After Sowie. Bueno, Corbanu ahead of him, just couldn't squeeze it through. Nine minutes left of this first half. Vilka. Newcastle driving forward here. Touré's pulled wide. Here is Yannick Touré. He's swished forward, but Wolves again with bodies back to intercept. And they've got 4 forward in this attack themselves. Space to the left. Perry trying to find it. Well nicked back there. Perry going down. He was caught from behind. Wolves here with a free kick on the halfway line. No rush to do anything with the position they're in. Generally dealt well with everything Newcastle have thrown at them so far. Longvike over this one. How the play it goes. Neither set of coaching staff particularly happy as that ball cannons off Shabani there and over the top. Because the fact there are other balls positioned around the field here, and clearly the referee had given both teams instructions as to what would happen in terms of retrieving balls and using the ones that were strategically placed around the perimeter of the field. James Collins and Craig Ramage, the Newcastle assistants, have both had a word now with the 4th official Graham Hopper about the procedure being used. Wolves throwing to Shabani. Wolves throw. Christian Marquez, who's organised things well at the back so far. Longvik alongside him. Marquez driving another high one to the left-hand side, but a number of players haven't quite found their range in this one yet. Has been tricky. Just past Perry. Longello. Midgley. Longello. Delivers that one in there. Marquez high but not away. Perry. Up to Corbanu. Couldn't quite flick the ball around the corner. Past the defender cross. But now a chance for Shabani, who's away. Meriton Shabani, chance to make it 2-0. Which he has. Clinical. Wolves double their lead here, with just over 5 minutes of this first half remaining. And Shabani fires in his second goal of the season. Once he was clear, there was only one thing in his mind. Forced onto the left foot, but driving it well into the corner past the goalkeeper, Max Thompson. And Wolves 2 to the good here. And Newcastle really up against it now. Wolves have looked good so far. Always look like they can create something when they go forward. And Shabani dispatching that chance in very good fashion. At the moment, Wolves heading towards a first away win of the season. Shabani's first since the goal which sealed the points nicely in the game against Fulham back at the start of the month. He netted in the 90th minute of that game, here just before half-time. Burr over this throw for Wolves. Have a nice cushion now, heading towards the break. Sondergaard has to get this kick right. Safety with the side foot. Otasawi gets the flick. Richards didn't quite get the contact right on that one. How play it goes. Newcastle have a corner. Wolves won't want to lose their clean sheet at this point and give Newcastle any kind of hope going into half-time. Everyone back to defend. Hugo Bueno gets a clear instruction to go and hold his position on the edge of the penalty area. Good diving header away there by Lewis Richards. So Wolves throw in. Condal has to be careful here. The old ball is there in Longvik. In return, we'll try and find Oscar Burr, but put too much through that. That's in Midgley. Vilka. Francilet, the French defender. Longvik stepping in. Has to be careful now for the rest of this game. He's on a yellow card. Wright going back. Francilet to Barrett. Toure. Caught by Longvik, who is going to be spoken to here by the referee. He's going to have to be careful because at this point he's probably a free kick away from going off here. Christian Marquez also going over there to have a word with the official. quite knows he has to be careful here. Newcastle no doubt will try and play against him. Wolves going to have to be strong. The wind blowing in the face of Andreas Sondergaard here. Into the final minute of the 45. Imagine we'll have a couple or even a few minutes of added time because of the injury earlier on to Rodrigo Vilca, who's on the ball here. And he'll go for goal as well, but an easy catch for Sondergaard. Wolves ahead thanks to goals from Taylor Perry and Meriton Shabani. Sondergaard just getting that one out there. Kobanu. Great run. Still Theo Kobanu, the Canadian-Romanian, winning the free kick. We'll have to see how much any time there's going to be. Maybe a last chance here for Wolves in this first half, which they've performed so well in all areas of the game. Richards loaning it forward towards Kobanu. Otasawi there as well. We are into added time, which there will be 2 minutes of. Burr with this throw. On for Kobanu. Burr. That's a nice ball. Into Kobanu. Burr forward again, just as he was for the opening goal. Oscar Burr. Fronsilet gets that one away. Vilca hitting the deck. James Collins, as Longpike just marched past him there, just said, look, no fouls, stay on. Nothing silly in the final seconds here of this first half. We're into the final minute of additional time. Longello being forced back here by Burr, who's done well in this first half. Fronsilet. Last chance here for Newcastle. Longello. Midgley digging that one out. Wright takes it down, and Marquez with a comfortable clearance. Maybe there is an opportunity here with 20 seconds left. Kobanu urged by his teammates to drive at Newcastle here, who have bodies back now. Still Kobanu, he's going round them all, and Kobanu, 3 around him. And in the end, he's crowded out, but another adventurous run from the Wolves frontman. 2-0 Wolves lead at the break. It's been a great first half for them. Took them 20 minutes to find the first. Taylor Perry converting from close range after Oscar Burr's excellent centre. And then with 5 minutes to go in this first period, Meriton Shabani set through on goal, pulled to the left-hand side and drove the ball across the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. Wolves with a comfortable lead at the break. Andreas Sondergaard has had a number of comfortable catches so far, but nothing too troubling for the Wolves goalkeeper. They go in here at Whitley Park with a 2-0 lead at half-time.
So the box. Aye. Once you know it, aye. I mean, it's all over the place. It was like, it's just like, I suppose it's better to do the game to be more streamlined because you know exactly what's happening. And at the time, I suppose, it's more. Indeed. Yes. Good. And the commentary's coming in, alright? Good. filled all my days in. So it was no chance I come to us on the last day of the month for another day. And then sure enough, there's another contractor up in Morton, right, which is like 40 minutes north of here. He's on a job today, so all of a sudden it's going to be the game. So they brought a guy up from York, so that's all right.
What's the route to Serbia from here? Like Newcastle to Amsterdam or something?
Exactly what it was. There was a direct flight from Luton, but they cancelled it because it went into like lockdown again. So I had to go Newcastle, Amsterdam, Belgrade, but then back to Luton. So then I get a hire car and drive back to Newcastle. And then I'd say isolate for 14 days. So absolutely.
Yeah, I went to that stadium once. It's but like in a kind of like when it's full, like obviously
I was pleased it wasn't actually quite scary.
Yeah.
And it was police surrounding the ground, even though there was no fans.
That so were you doing like the actual like the kind of post-match stuff and all that?
I was doing Sky Sports News kind of live beforehand. Did outdoors pitch side, the end of Scotland Road, and then it went into all the time.
Like that in where the police shoots up. Normally, like that's where the ultras sit.
Yeah.
The police don't even get involved. Like they just let them carry on and do what they want to do. So they'll set it on fire.
Terrible, eh? I'll keep Danny, the reporter up here. He said there was coins and bottles, food and all sorts of things thrown down when he was there. They're ready.
Three of these games so far, more than last season, so I'm quite glad that it's been the opposite experience. So good. What were we going to say?
No, just all the players turned up at the
Oh, I know, yeah.
Camera went. Sat in the lake. Got that mic back up and start as well. Maybe you found one club for the West.
Welcome back here to Whitley Park. The second half on the way between Newcastle's under-23s and Wolves under-23s. Wolves 2 to the good at the break thanks to first half goals from Taylor Perry and Meriton Shabani. Looks like Luke Matheson is going to come on for this second half. Just wait to see who he is going to replace. And Nigel Longvik is the man who's going to come off here. Was booked in the first half and gave away another free kick as well, so probably a safety change really from James Collins, the boss, taking him off instead of him getting sent off maybe later in this game when Newcastle throw more bodies forward. So it looks like Oscar Burr is going to tuck inside one here and play it right-sided centre half, and Matheson will go and play it right wing back. Other than that, as you were, we're back underway. Wolves attacking from right to left in this second half. Another opportunity for Matheson to impress, his sixth appearance for the under-23s this season. Here's Francillet. Barrett. Francellet, who has considerable height at the back for Newcastle United. Back to Thompson, the goalkeeper. That's a loose touch there by Barrett. Wolves throw. And Hugo Bueno is already primed and ready to take. Corbanu trying to get involved. Burt back here for Sondergaard. Matheson on towards Otasawi. That's going to be an offside against Corbanu. Just started his run a fraction too early. Just under 2 minutes gone here in this second half. Barrett helping it on, but Richards there for Wolves. Shabani off, but he's offside this time. Francellet. It's a good ball forward by the Newcastle midfielder, Christian Marquez, putting that one into touch, the Wolves skipper. Sort of 17 years old. Scott Sellers talking recently about how they've tried to bring the ages down generally of their two youth teams this season in terms of the under-23s and under-18s. Saying that really by the time you get to your early 20s, you should be in a first team somewhere. Under 23s football isn't going to be of any use to you. Here's Corbanu. Matheson past him. Theo Corbanu doesn't need him though. It's still Corbanu. Just running out of steam in the end and couldn't take it past his man. Newcastle with two players down. Flaherty going down quite easy in the middle, but they had a man down on the far side as well here in Longello. Pain for him as well. A brief stoppage here, nearly 4 minutes into this second half. Also goals in the first half from Perry and Shabani. Looks like there could be some bother here for the Newcastle wide man. Wolves with 3 away games in succession. Currently scheduled after this one, it's the big Black Country derby against West Bromwich Albion on Monday the 14th. 1 o'clock start for that one. Then Norwich away the Friday in this same week, the 18th. That's their last game of 2020 before a trip to Burnley to start 2021. Their next home game not until the 24th of January when they host Leeds at Agbra. Here up in Newcastle today, performing well so far. Looking to hold on to this lead that they've got in the second half. Newcastle will restart play here, according to the referee. Presumably with a drop ball. Longello back on his feet far side. They want to get him back on the field. Shabani being told to stand off here. Frontilet will restart play for Newcastle United. Barrett. Looking high for Toure. Perry gives it away. Onto it is right. Vilka. Perry stepping onto that one, but he gives it away. Toure leaves and it's struck, and a easy take there for Andreas Sondergaard. His third season as a regular starter for the under-23s. The Danish goalkeeper. Korbanu's off again. Fouled. An opportunity here for Wolves. They've already taken it short. It's bypassed Matheson. Korbanu. No one in the box yet. Shabani in there now. Korbanu. Straight at Thompson. Free stop and play again. Looks like it could be the end of the game for Longello, who has gone down here, unopposed on the far side. Newcastle may be forced into making a change here. A reminder of the Wolves substitutes today: Pascal Estrada, Hong-Wan, Owen Hesketh and Connor Carty available. Luke Matheson has also already been introduced to the action at half-time. Newcastle are going to make the change here. Wolves return the ball to Newcastle, who are about to send on Dylan Stevenson here. Meanwhile, here's Barrett trying to get the better of Hugo Bueno, who does well to position himself there to battle for the ball. Free kick Newcastle. But before it's taken, the change is going to take place. And it is Rosaire Longello who can't continue. So Stevenson comes on. Easily nodded away, but driving that one forward, but no one there in Wolves' colours. Thompson, Frontilet. Frontilet forward up towards Toure. Frontilet, one of the older players at the age of 21. Hugo Bueno. Condor receives and dispatches. Korbanu, lovely take. Can he beat Midgley? Easily. Korbanu can't go past the second. Taylor Perry's done really well there to get back in. All action midfielder wins the free kick for his side. Great determination. Otasawi. Otasawi again trying to turn out, but he didn't know that the player was there behind him in Flaherty. Perry. It's Korbanu who wins a throw here for Wolves. Over by the cricket pavilion. Pascal Estrada going for a run here for Wolves, the centre half, maybe introduced soon. Corbanu. Matheson. Good run again. Wolves could be in here with Shabani. He's going right round the houses, and in the end his effort blocked off and taken away. Matheson. Doesn't have many options around him. Back he goes here for Perry. Richards. Otasawi. Scoops it over the top. Hugo Bueno. Can Wolves make it count? Matheson does! 3-0 Wolves. Squeezing it in there at the far post. Luke Matheson. And the man signed from Rochdale gets his first league goal in Wolves colours. They're 3 up here at Newcastle United. And heading towards what looks to be a pretty comfortable victory. In the 12th minute of this second half, it is Newcastle 0, Wolves 3. And it's the substitute who came on at half-time who gets it. Wolves will be looking to add to their tally now. It's a really well-worked move as well. Otasawi with the ball over the top, and Hugo Bueno playing it across goal. Matheson in the right place at the right time. As we've seen so often from the Wolves wing-backs in this system, whether it be for the 23s or the first team, encouraged to get forward into the box for goal-scoring opportunities. Saw Matt Doherty do it so many times for the first team last season. Matheson was well forward there to convert from close range. Corbanu can't prevent the goal kick. Given away there by Barrett. Wolves seize upon it. They did put 4 past Newcastle when the sides met in the Midlands back in 2016. A hat-trick from Donovan Wilson that day. Already have 3 here and still over half an hour to go. Froncilet nearly losing it there to Shabani, who just catches him on the shoulder. But Shabani down here holding his neck. But play paused here because Shabani has gone down holding his face. Fairly innocuous challenge there as he was battling with Froncilet. James Collins getting his troops in here with this break in play. Already have a 3rd goal in this second half to add to Perry and Shabani's strikes in the first. Matheson has mainly had to make do with appearances off the bench so far this season because Oscar Burr generally ahead of him in the pecking order. Just able to squeeze his effort in at the far post as the ball came to him a few moments ago. Looks like Shabani will be okay, just holding the side of his face. Play will be restarted here with the drop ball for Newcastle United. And it's Vilka who gets them rolling again. Froncilet. Thompson, the wind not really affected things as much in this second half as it was in the first. Here's Otasawi. Vilka up against him. Sawi losing his footing a couple of times in the last couple of minutes. Vilka. Toure. Midgley finding the ball inside, but Wolves defending in numbers here. Barrett. Newcastle being forced back here as Wolves press. Otasawi going in hard. Richards battling for the ball. It's a Wolves throw. Wolves hustling hard there in the last few seconds to win possession back. Pascal Estrada is about to be introduced here for Wolves. Hugo Bueno can't keep that one in play though. Two sevens battling for the ball. It's Stan Flaherty who comes out on top. But Wolves have it back now and have the free kick. The sun shining brightly here at Whitley Park, the home of the Northumberland Football Association. This game featuring on the show pitch here. Generally behind closed doors, though a number of scouts are allowed in and are spectating from the far side away to our right. So throw in here for Newcastle. You have all the work to do in this one. Wolves heading towards a first win rather in 3. A first win on the road this campaign. Midgley. It's left, but Wolves are the ones who pick it up. Kundal, Corbanu, Shabani in the middle. Perry in there as well. Otasawi after the loose ball. Newcastle able to profit here. And away they come, slipped on here for Flaherty. His ball over and right the way across. Corbanu. Great dribbler of the ball. Eventually brought down. Wolves free kick. Such an asset to this under-23 side. Wolves can afford to take their time a little more now with all these free kicks and set plays. They have 3 goals in the bag. We're 19 minutes into this second half. Balls go long, but it's intercepted by the Newcastle right back, Ryan Barrett. Taylor Perry. It's going to be a near 4-hour journey home for Wolves, but if they can hold on to this win, it'll be a lot more comfortable for them. Otasawi, Kundal, Richards. Kundal, Hugo Bueno's gone past him. The ball's on wide right, and it's Corbanu who's there again. Corbanu. Nice ball flighted in towards Matheson. Frontilet unsurprisingly winning the header. Otasawi. Richards. Newcastle with a number of bodies behind the ball now. Marquez. Richards there trying to pop it through the legs of his opponent. Here's a Wolves ball. Marquez. Burr. Taylor Perry looking long, but it will run all the way through. Nearly halfway through this second half already. Newcastle with one ball flashed across the face of the Wolves goal, but other than that, Andreas Sundergaard has had a quiet second period. Thompson. Toure dropping really deep to get involved here, and he's spun away well. Perry up against him now. From Sillett. Barrett. Newcastle being forced all the way back here, and Otasawi will try and put Thompson under pressure. And he puts it into touch. Wolves very close to getting to that one. Lewis Richards stepping forward from the back here for Wolves. And he goes, eventually upended. Right. Brookwell. Flaherty. His teammates screaming at him to lay the ball off. Right. And Richards there for Wolves. Matheson. Corbanu. That's a nice guided ball here. Hugo Bueno. On he goes past one. Otasawi there for company. And does well to recycle the ball. Otasawi doesn't really have too many runs ahead of him. Toure plowing a lone furrow here. Midgley. Right to Midgley. Not a bad ball forward. Burr is there. Wolves want to keep Newcastle out here, but don't want to give away a free kick. Matheson now finds the out ball to Corbanu. The Wolves get a free kick, but surely the advantage was there. Unless the card is going to come. Indeed it does in the end here from referee Gareth Rhodes.
Win the ball in here, recognise where the space is. Don't always come towards me.
So it's Brookwell who goes into the book. Theo Corbanu has ploughed well wide to this left-hand side, just out of shot. It's a straight ball instead for Shabani, who has one. And he's won a corner here for Wolves, who go from back to front very quickly. Shot it goes, and back it goes. Wolves still with height in the box. Christian Marquez is there. The flag up for offside. It wouldn't have counted. The assistant raising his flag straight away. Two Wolves players there ready to attack the ball. Just 20 minutes to go here up in the northeast. Wolves with 3 goals Three well-worked goals. Now looking to protect what they have and maybe hit Newcastle on the breakaway. Brookwell with his free kick. Interception there is Corbanu. Burr with a long ball away, not messing around. But no one there in Wolves' colours. Brookwell. Barrett. Frontilet. Looking long. Hoisting it long, but Christian Marquez will step onto that one. Vilca. South American driving forward. Midgley. Should be Sondergaard's. Hanging up in the air, and in the end the Dane holds on. Sondergaard hitting that with considerable force, and Corbanu will keep it in play here. Matheson with the throw. Marquez spinning out there. Shabani, who was caught by Frontilet. Shabani stayed down here, but the physio won't come on. A painful one. Shabani lost his boot in that, and Frontilet will go into the book. Not the kind of day where you want to be redoing shoelaces. Shabani trying to sort himself out. Shabani now does have his boots slightly back on, but we'll need to redo it up here before continuing and coming back on. Newcastle getting a bit aggy about it. Shabani sorting himself out. Wolves with this free kick, which Perry hoists high. Corbanu just keeping it in. Where's that ball going to roll? It hits the corner flag. Midgley away. Wolves temporarily down to 10. Shabani back in the action. Otasawi just caught Brookwell there. Short to Frontilet. Hurry clearance. Perry. Loose touch. Fouls Vilca. Just looking to try and see this one out. Just over 15 minutes to go. Matheson intercepting for Wolves. It was his strike for the third, and they're going for number 4 here with Corbanu, who's worked tirelessly this afternoon. Theo Corbanu. Easily taken by Thompson. High towards Toure. Hasn't really had a sniff in front of goal. He's had to drop deep a number of times in the second half to see any of the ball. And he'll get a corner here. Short it goes. Flaherty going square. Newcastle have to go back before they can go forward again. Barrett, Matheson, just about judged that one well enough. Vilka. Vilka, across it comes. Richards couldn't quite get the purchase on that header. Toure trying to put that one across, and one right into the midriff there of the Wolves defender. It is a Newcastle corner. The Wolves man just taking a few seconds to get his breath back here. A painful one for him. On a very, very cold day here. Richards back on his feet, soldiering on as best he can. Newcastle corner, Frontilet nods it on, it's off the post, and Wolves able to scramble it clear. Away it goes, but the Wolves clean sheet very close to disappearing then. Here's Rodrigo Vilca. Going on himself, he might have another chance, away by Richards, and hammered back all the way to Middlesbrough. Time running out now for Newcastle. Wolves with 3 goals. Still pushing for the 4th, but opportunities have been limited in this second period since Matheson got the 3rd. Otasawi, they can work it right here. Perry, Corbanu wants it wide. Matheson up there now as well. Corbanu belatedly receives. Perry. Burt. Wolves moving back out. Corbanu. Wolves happy to retain possession here now. Just over 10 minutes left. Christian Marquez with a risky ball, intercepted, and Toure away. Screaming for it in the middle is right. Wolves do just enough. Hugo Bueno battling away for that one, but doesn't get the decision from the assistant referee, Ivan Stankovic. Away by Perry. Otasawi. Corbanu is the option on the right. Shabani down the left. Frontilet stepping into it though and winning the ball. Shabani thinks he should have had a free kick. Forward by Brookwell. Otasawi has it back for Wolves. Great footwork there from the USA midfielder. Corbanu. Hugo Bueno is free on the left, but the ball didn't reach him. Otasawi. On by Hugo Bueno. Richards can't quite get there. Over and out by Frontilet. Burt. Corbanu He's been out on that touchline for most of the game. Perry. Final 9 minutes here at Whitley Park. Shabani trying to force his way through, crowded out by Newcastle defenders. Flaherty. Matheson will get there for Wolves. Corbanu coming back from an offside position. Should have been a foul throw, but the officials seemingly not bothered. Shabani after this. Frontilet to Barrett. Newcastle hitting the post 5 minutes ago, but haven't really done anything since then. They'll try here. Burr stepping into that really well. Anticipated the ball. And finds Corbanu as well. He's carried on his run. Options to the left here for Theo Corbanu if he can use them. Layoff perhaps needed to be a touch area if they wanted to do something on the attack, but they retain possession. Shabani. Corbanu. Kundal. He's done well sitting in front of the back line there. Vilka. Toure. Wolves almost there. Barrett going long, Toure attacking it. He's got Flaherty behind him. Trying to pop it through the legs there of Richards. Kundal. Wolves just need to keep it simple. Shabani. From Select. Able to guide that one home. Very rigid in their defensive shape now. Aren't going to leave too many gaps open for Newcastle to exploit. Flaherty. Right. Perry lets him go. Right going on. And straight at Sundergaard. Merry was the call as it was pinged towards Meriton Shabani. Barrett trying to find a way through. Richards positioning himself well. Finding the ball to Bueno. And Kundal to carry it clear for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Otasawi. Richards. Christian Marquez. He's looked assured in the middle of that back line. Perry. Final 5 minutes. Corbanu. Otasawi wide left. Kundal to Hugo Bueno. Shabani. Matheson. Corbanu. Wolves just popping it around now. Happy to keep possession. Matheson. Heavy first touch, but has space ahead of him. In towards Otasawi, just behind him. Nearly drops there for Perry. But Hugo Bueno might go for goal himself. Wolves with a man down here. Half on the pitch, half off it. And the ball will be put out here, so treatment can be given. A fast passage of play. The Wolves man down here is Otasawi. This will give us a bit of added time at the end of this second half, but I don't really think it's going to affect the result at this point. If you are just joining us today, Wolves 2 up at half-time thanks to Taylor Perry and Meriton Shabani. Luke Matheson adding a third 12 minutes into the second half from close range. So we watch Otasawi get some treatment here. The rest of the team over with the backroom staff just getting some water on board. The Wolves have come here and look like they've done the job. Wolves heading towards a first away win, as far as I can see, since a win against Derby in the Premier League Cup over a year ago, back on the 7th of October, when they won thanks to a couple of goals from Benny Ashley-Seal. Going to start here with a drop ball for Shabani. Not sure Otasawi is going to play any further part. Hongwan is ready to come on here. It's going to be a first win in the league for Wolves since a 2-1 win against Manchester City back in mid-September last year. So a big day for them. Hongwan comes on. Hongwan signed from Yeovil, from distance there for Wolves. So he made the one start for the 23s this season against Sunderland a few weeks ago. He's going to get a few minutes at the end of this one. As he slots into central midfield. Otasawi walking away around the edge of the field here. We'll get the diagnosis on that after the game. Taylor Perry, meanwhile, twisting and turning. Can't quite get his second. Christian Marquez. Hongwan. We're about to enter added time here. Christian Marquez trying to get there in time, just gets the foot on the ball. Matheson. 4 minutes of added time at the end here at Whitley Park. We're moving to them now. He's right. Flaherty. He's had his moments, but Wolves have dealt with him pretty well overall. Newcastle about to make a change here, but Too little, too late for them now. Richards. Nearly a minute into the 4 added on. Shabani making his run forward. He's going to be offside here, I think, if he gets to the ball. Ball's just too late into his path. Right. Here come Wolves, and they've got players in forward positions. Hong Wan couldn't quite get the ball off there. There were 4 ahead of the ball. Now they've got to get back in. Hugo Bueno defending here as Barrett runs against him. Flaherty. Hong Wan nicks it back, and Wolves can break here. Corbanu down the right, Shabani to the left. It's Kundal driving through the centre. Corbanu. Perry. Shabani. Thought he might go for goal there, but it's the safe pass instead. Richards. Hong Wan. Back for Richards. Slip through, just too much for Taylor Perry. Must have had a number of opportunities in the second half, but they just haven't got the final pass forward right. Two tussling for the ball here. Shabani trying to get on it. The Newcastle man was sat on it. Here's Shabani now. Maybe a last chance for Wolves to add number 4. It's Shabani who cuts it back. Kundal's in there. Good save. Behind it goes for a Wolves corner. Newcastle about to make this change deep into added time here. And they are going to make this change here by taking off Rodrigo Vilca. He goes off on the far side of the field. And in his place comes 14, George Rounsfeld. So a corner here for Wolves, which looks like it's going to go short. Just seconds left here now at Whitley Park. Wolves have the points in the bag. Richards, offside. So Newcastle United free kick, but there won't be much time to take it now. Looks like it's an ankle injury for Owen Otasawi as he makes his way up the steps in front of us here. That the only downer on what has been a fantastic afternoon for Wolves. 3-0 winners here at Newcastle. It didn't really ever look like it was going to go any other way. Came up here and acquitted themselves really well, James Collins' side. 21 minutes it took for the opener when Taylor Perry converted from close range. Meriton Shabani adding a second 5 minutes before half-time after he was put through on goal. And then Luke Matheson came on at half-time and grabbed number 3 12 minutes into the second half. A first away win for Wolves since September last year in the league, and a first for them this season in Premier League 2. James Collins will be a very happy man after back-to-back defeats. They get the 3 points here ahead of the Black Country derby to come. And a couple of Mondays' time. Full time here at Whitley Park. It has finished Newcastle United under 23s 0, Wolves under 23s 3.